Every day, millions of people wake up with a heavy chest, not from sickness, but from stress, worrying about the job, the bills, the deadlines, the relationships, the future. We wear this worry like armor. But instead of protecting us, it's crushing us. Let me ask you something. When was the last time worrying solved a problem? Worry is a thief. It steals your time, your energy, your creativity, your sleep, your joy, even before anything actually happens. We think worrying is being responsible, that if we just think hard enough, we'll prevent all problems, but that's the trap. As Shi Heng Yi teaches, life starts working not when you control everything, but when you let go. Let go of the illusion that you're in charge of everything. Let go of the belief that you must have every answer. Let go of the fear that if you're not worried, something bad will happen. Life doesn't need your panic. It needs your presence. When you release worry, you unlock flow. You start noticing solutions that were there all along, hidden behind your anxious mind. You become more grounded, more focused. You start responding to life rather than reacting to it. And here's the truth. Life is not waiting for you to worry less. It's waiting for you to live more. We cannot predict tomorrow, but we can control one thing: how we show up today. So take a breath. Let go of the fear. Let go of the mental chaos. Start showing up with calm, clarity, and courage, because when you stop worrying, life starts working. Worry is something we all carry like a silent weight in our pockets. We carry it into the workplace, into our relationships, into our beds at night. It shows up in the form of racing thoughts, sleepless nights, and tight chests. And the strange thing is, we've convinced ourselves that worrying makes us responsible. We believe that if we don't worry, we're not being serious about our lives, our careers, or our families. But the truth is, worrying doesn't fix problems. It only magnifies them. Let's take a simple example. You wake up in the morning and immediately your brain starts thinking, what if I'm late to work? What if I say the wrong thing in that meeting? What if I don't meet the deadline and my boss gets mad? Before your day even starts, your mind has already run through 10 failure scenarios. That's not preparation, that's self-sabotage. Because by the time you actually face the task, you're already mentally and emotionally drained. You're running on fear, not fuel. And from that place, how can you give your best? Here's what we need to understand. Letting go is not giving up. It's showing strength. There's a powerful shift that happens when you realize, I don't have to control everything. When your coworker acts passive, aggressively, or when your partner is distant, or when your plans fall apart, it's easy to spiral. But spiraling doesn't change people. It doesn't improve the outcome. What does? Clarity, boundaries, self-awareness. When you stop trying to micromanage life and instead learn to respond with calm intention, you move from chaos to clarity. Letting go is not surrender. Letting go is choosing peace over panic, clarity over control. We forget sometimes that the present is all we truly own. So much of our anxiety is based on the future, a future we cannot predict. We worry about what could go wrong tomorrow, next week, or 5 years from now. Will I get that job? Will my partner stay with me? Will my business survive? These are all questions rooted in uncertainty. But here's the key. You don't need all the answers to move forward. You just need the courage to take the next step today. That's it, one step. Because life is not lived in months or years. It is lived moment by moment. And when we come fully into the present, whether that means actually tasting the food we eat, being fully present in a conversation, or simply breathing without a racing mind, we unlock peace that's been there all along. And here's something many don't realize. A calm mind sees solutions. Imagine two people faced with the same challenge. One is panicking, overwhelmed, checking their phone every 30 seconds. The other takes a deep breath, sits quietly for 5 minutes, and approaches the problem with focus. Who do you think will make the better decision? When your mind is filled with fear and noise, even simple solutions hide from you. But when your mind is quiet, the fog clears. You begin to see possibilities, to feel confident in your choices. That's why peace is not just a luxury, it's a strategy. It makes you more productive, more aware, and more resilient. We all need to understand, you were never meant to hold everything. We live in a culture that glorifies hustle and control. We think it's our job to carry the entire world on our shoulders, but that's a lie. You can't force someone to love you. You can't make the economy stable. You can't predict every challenge that's going to hit your life. What you can do is show up with honesty, give your best, and let the rest go. There's a certain power in surrender, not the surrender of defeat, but the surrender of ego. When you trust that not everything is your responsibility, you begin to move through life lighter, freer. You realize that even if you don't have control, you still have influence, and often that's enough. And let's not forget, peace is a skill, and like any skill, it must be practiced. It doesn't just happen. It's trained. You can't expect to feel calm if your mind has been running 100 miles an hour for years. So we have to build rituals into our lives. Start your day not with your phone, but with 5 minutes of silence. Breathe, meditate, journal, pray, walk. Do something that grounds you before the world tries to shake you. The more you practice peace, the more natural it becomes. Over time, you'll notice things that used to shake you no longer do. Things that once triggered panic now invite reflection. And this transformation doesn't come overnight. It comes from choosing peace daily. So if you feel overwhelmed today, if your mind is racing with fears and what-ifs, just pause, breathe. You don't have to fix everything. You don't have to have it all figured out. You are allowed to slow down. You are allowed to let go, and in doing that, something powerful happens. Life begins to work. Not because the outside world changed, but because you did. You stopped resisting. You stopped overthinking. You stopped trying to bend the universe to your will. And instead, you stepped into flow, into clarity, into alignment. Because when you stop worrying, that's when life starts working. So as you walk away from this message, remember this: you are not behind. You are not broken. You're just learning to let go of what you were never meant to carry. Worry may knock at your door, but you don't have to let it in. Choose presence over panic. Choose peace over pressure. And most importantly, choose you, because when you stop worrying, truly stop, that's when life finally starts working for you, not against you. If this message gave you even a moment of clarity or calm, don't keep it to yourself. Tap that subscribe button right now and join a community that chooses growth, peace, and self-mastery. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a reminder of your inner strength. And remember, you are not here to survive in fear. You are here to thrive in presence. Until next time, stay grounded, stay strong, and let go so life can rise.